opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Nf3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Nc6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. a6 forces the bishop to decide, exchange or retreat. ba4 safely retreats the bishop while keeping pressure on the knight. Nf6 attacks the undefended e4 pawn and develops the knight at the same time. Castling gets the king out of the center and prepares to develop the rook to e1. b7 develops the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle. 1 rupee centralizes the rook and protects the e4 pawn. b5 gains space on the queen side and forces the bishop to the b3 square. bb3 is forced, but the bishop is well placed because it attacks the f7 square. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. c3 prepares the d4 pawn push, opens up the c2 square for the bishop and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the e4 pawn and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. x5 captures the d5 pawn, attacks the knight on c6 and allows the e1 rook to attack the e5 pawn. Nx d5 recaptures the d5 pawn and centralizes the knight. Nx e5 captures the pawn and places the knight on a strong central square where it attacks the knight on c6 and the f7 pawn. Nx e5 captures the knight on e5 and centralizes the knight where it attacks many important squares. Rx e5 captures the knight on e5 and attacks the knight on d5. c6 defends the knight on d5 and allows the queen to develop on the queen side. d3 opens the diagonal for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to play c4 in the future. bd6 attacks the rook and points the bishop toward white's king side. 1 rupee develops the rook and takes control of the open e-file. This threatens to win a pawn. This blocks an attack on a vulnerable pawn. This is the only good move. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This threatens to win a queen. This stops the opponent from being able to win a queen. It is the last book move. This is not the best. It is an inaccuracy. This develops a knight off its starting square, getting it into the action. It is best. This overlooks an opportunity to connect rooks. It is a mistake. This overlooks a better way to move a rook to safety. It is a miss. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a knight. It is a miss. That was a truly amazing move. This took advantage of a mistake and white now has a winning advantage. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is brilliant. This is an equal trade. It is best. Takes back. It is best. Intense. That was a serious game. White really outplayed black in that one. Both players had an amazing opening. The middle game was messy, but white got the better of it.